Today, Sue and I have come to Samut Songkhram here in Thailand to the Maeklong train market. This is a wild train market where the train actually cuts through the middle of an active market. I'm excited to check it out and to share it with you guys. And for those of you that are not aware, this is a very unique train market because as you can see the tracks behind me, that is the station. And the train will be coming in about half an hour. It actually comes all the way through here. All of these tents get pulled aside. It is a very crazy experience and definitely not something that OSHA would approve of. So literally the train will be coming through here. All of these tents will be getting pulled out. Some of the stuff you see on the ground here will be getting pulled aside. But this is just a very, very unique experience. This is a traditional morning market, and the first train comes through at around 6 in the morning, and the last one comes here at 3 in the afternoon. However, most of the vendors will be gone in the afternoon part, so come here early if you can, before all the tour buses get here. Every single one of these tents that you see here will have to be pulled back because the train will come through here in about 15 minutes. I know it doesn't seem like it's possible, but trust me, it is. And it's quite an experience to watch on video, but in person, it's pretty hectic. We came here pretty early. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I mean, the first train's at 6 and the train that's coming is at 8:30, and this place is already packed. So if you come down here, try to get here as early as possible to beat the huge crowds and all the tour buses. That will be the warning that the train is coming, so it should be here in about 2 minutes. We're going to check this out.
Please always be aware, standing behind the red line. Standing behind the red line. Police, wish you a safe and enjoyable holiday.
All right, everybody's getting ready for the train to come. As you can see, all the vendors are pulling back all of the tents. I don't know how they do this all the time. This is quite impressive. And this market goes back to 1906. Obviously, the market was here before the train, but when the train started coming through, the vendors decided to just stick it out, even with all of this danger involved. Everybody's still standing on the sides. There is a red line that you have to be careful with. And here comes the train. It is slowly working its way down, maybe going like, I don't know, 4 or 5 miles an hour. It's going quite slow because obviously, as you can see, this is quite dangerous, and I'm shocked that they allow to do this here. Obviously, wouldn't be able to do this in most Western parts of the world, but so cool to see this. Woo! It's a pretty close fit here, as you can see. I mean, the video doesn't do this justice, but the train comes super close and a little closer maybe than even I want to be here. There's several different ways to get here to the Maeklong train market. You can actually take the train itself from Bangkok, which is about a 2 to 3 hour ride. You can book a tour, or you can drive down here. I'll leave a Google Maps link in the description below. As you can see, the train is now passing through. Everyone's putting their canopies down, and the train will be coming back in the other direction in about 30 minutes, and we'll catch that as well. Super packed, like I said, guys. You got to get here early, otherwise you're going to be dealing with tons and tons of people, and as the day goes on, it's going to get busier and busier. So if you can come here at 6, that's when the first train comes through. That'd be the best time as far as not having a lot of people in your way. So this is Sue's first time here at the train market. What do you think so far?
I think it's fascinating how the train goes through the whole market, and they do this every single day where they have to keep and open the stall. So to me, it's a first-time experience.
Pretty crazy though, right?
Super crazy.
Okay, here we go again. The train will now be leaving the train station and heading out so we can record it coming through again. And as we're waiting for the train to come back through, we can see people still kind of shopping. All these tourists are getting heralded out of the way off the train tracks because the train's going to be coming down here very shortly. The vendors are starting to pull up their canopies out of the way, and the train is now leaving the Maeklong rail station. And you can see how slowly it moves through here because there are just so many people around. They have to be very careful, and people do get a little too close at times to the train. The vendors obviously know where to put their things so they don't get hit because they have to do this like 6-7 times a day, and they know exactly where to put things. The train again comes through here pretty slowly. Everyone on board looks pretty happy. This looks like a fun way to go. I'll have to try this one time actually. It looks like a really fun way to travel to this market. Now, as the train starts to pass all the way through, you can see everybody starts stepping out onto the train tracks. They start taking photos and videos, and the vendors are, of course, putting down their canopies and preparing their stalls once again for the shoppers. And they will do this 5-6 times every single day for every train that comes through. And everything comes back to life, and the train market is alive again. This will happen about 6 or 7 more times today. So now while everyone is setting their little spots back up and everybody's walking through here, I'm trying to stay out of their way to film this and kind of show you guys some of the mayhem that happens after the train passes. Everybody's walking through here. The vendors are putting all their things back out. As you can see, many of them have their tables on wheels because they do this so many times every single day. They've got it down to a science, and they're pretty much set to go again. You can buy some eels if you would like, but there's all sorts of goods being sold here. There's dry goods, there's everything you could really imagine, and like I said, this place is packed, so come here early to avoid the crowds. It's a very dangerous market. I mean, you have to be really careful here.
Yeah, the train comes so closely that you feel like if anyone pushes you from the back, you could literally fall into the train.
And the people here are very adamant about you being behind the red line, which I'll show you in a second, because they want to make sure you don't get run over. I'm sure there's been some accidents here, unfortunately. You have to be very careful at this market overall. And this is just a normal market here. They sell fish, they sell confections, they sell all sorts of souvenirs, and people come through here and buy things. It's attached to a huge wet market, and I'm guessing that most of the locals don't come to the train market part, that they go into the wet market. But this has been here for a very long time, and is always so many tourists here, so many different people that come here, and you can see why, because it's exciting to see this train just cutting through this market is just wild. There's about a 2-hour break until the next train comes through here. So the tourists have pretty much left the area. They're going to see other attractions in the area and clearing out of here. And this is going to give the vendors a perfect time to clean up their spots and put their goods back out. Also perfect time to shop because it's quiet. This is a timetable for when the train comes through here. And now you can go buy some souvenirs, you can buy some snacks, you can buy whatever else you like, because as you can see, it's pretty quiet here because there's no one waiting for the train. Outside of the train market, however, it's always a packed scene, especially early in the morning. Everyone's coming in to check out the train, and this is actually inside the railway station. The Maeklong station is the terminal station for this line. You can actually get on the train here, take it all the way to Bangkok. They've got other food stalls in here, lots of other little things for you to see. And walk to the end, because you can take a picture on this cute little train. Maybe I can drive my own train here, but this is just a little cute little train they have over here at the end of the railway station. This is a really cool market. Highly recommend you guys come and check it out if you're ever in this area. Please check out some of my other videos. Guys, make sure you take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all very soon in another episode.